Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you're having a good day in the crypto space and in your regular life wherever you are around the world. Now, in this video, guys, we're going to talk because we're going to talk about Tron and some news that could be good, could be bad, depending on your view of this take. Because we've had a lot of members in our community, Tron holders, who are divided by these kind of things, and just crypto enthusiasts in general are divided by these types of news. Now, one of the things we'll talk about is how Tron has actually mentioned another bit of news that they're kind of taking as, big news for themselves, great news, and that is the feature of a BitMEX futures. Okay, they announced BitMEX futures trading Tron. Could be good, could be bad, depending on your view and how you've seen those things happen in the past in the crypto world. There's also some news, though, guys, how people are talking about how, with EOS, if you've been involved with EOS or you know about EOS, some of the problems they've been having have given a lot of push to coins like Tron TRX and Cardano, if you're familiar with Cardano as well, because these two platforms, have been around a little better, a little more development, and a lot of the problems EOS has had regarding, their launch and things like that has pushed a lot of people over towards TRX and Cardano. But the first thing I want to talk about, guys, in this video is basically, if people are talking about these futures, so we have BitMEX futures have been announced. If you're talking about these futures, you have to know it's kind of an option for short trading. Okay, so these BitMEX, the exchange known for short trading, is going to offer futures up to 100x leverage. So that's really big, guys, okay? And that's because they say due to popular demand, we're going to be listing the BitMEX Tron futures contract. Okay, so they've also had future contracts for Ripple XRP, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Ethereum, and they've also had pre-existing Bitcoin contracts. But with the eventful day of Justin Sun all over the stream today, Tron's had a lot of news, and they begun burning the 1 billion TRX tokens. Which will help decrease the inflation, and hopefully later we'll have some kind of help with the price of the coin due to the reduced supply. We won't see that right now, but in the future it will help. But this trading, this future contracts, and it's big news for Tron holders, guys, because depending on how you take this kind of news, it could really affect the price in two different ways. Okay, because we know the futures contracts allows users to leverage like a set amount of cryptocurrency. If you're not familiar with it, this is how it works. You can have a set amount of cryptocurrency to trade for up to 100x the leverage set by the user. Okay, so this allows for shorting, or we could say short trading, where you can make profits off declining prices. So people dumping a lot of the coins on the market with the declining prices, people are making profits when they short these prices. And this is generally looked down upon in the crypto community for anyone who's been around a long time, because it's kind of just like gambling or betting on the prices, going up and going down, but it really hurts the long-term holders of people that are looking for the real future of a coin. So a lot of people in the community are saying, oh great, just what we need, more of this. This could bring on mass dumping on exchanges because of these short contracts. So people are going to be dumping, trying to profit on the dumps, and bring more gamblers into the market instead of long-term crypto enthusiasts who believe in these projects, right? Just more gamblers in playing with the market and manipulating things like that. So, when people are mooning, they're selling, and then they're shorting on it falling and trying to profit on that. So it kind of screws and will bring our crypto back, a big step back. So I'd like to get your opinion, guys, on this kind of news. How do you feel about that? And have you had any experience with that, in any of the other projects that have been listed in these future contracts? And basically, what have you seen in the market since this stuff has come in? A lot of people attribute some of this decline in this big bearish market, the pullback we're into, when these smart contracts and future contracts started coming out like that. Not smart contracts, but these future contracts started coming out and people were shorting, right? So that a lot of people attribute that to a lot of the pullback we've had recently. But some good news for Tron as a project, okay, if you're familiar with EOS. Now, EOS is another popular project and, something we were invested in ourselves. And all of these coins, EOS, Tron, and Cardano, are all coins we're very interested in and have some position in. But, back in the day, guys, EOS was set to take the crypto market by storm, right? It was going to be the Ethereum killer ever since the ICO. And basically, it was going to be a huge platform to build on. And it was going to take down Ethereum, And there was a lot of hype with EOS, and we saw the price just skyrocket not too long ago, right? There was big profits in EOS, but that's come back to normal. It's like a lot of things, but EOS was one. Even in this bearish market, people made a lot of money on that coin, really rose. But they've had a lot of issues too, guys, and one of them was the voting system. And all of this bad news that EOS has kind of relates really well to Tron, because it's good news for Tron, because Tron has been doing these things better, and it's actually pushing a lot of people, investors from EOS over to Tron into the TRX community, because the EOS voting system was a bit too complicated for users who didn't understand like the command lines, because it wasn't very easy. And that had a big number of users choosing not to use it. And then when that percentage dropped, right, that really hurt the launch of the mainnet. So this is where we see the voting system for Tron is far more user-friendly. And like it's very natural, people tend to be tilted towards this type of network, Tron. So Tron really knows what they're doing with the communities too, right? And how to, basically how to attract users and make everything more user-friendly and entice more people into the community. So that will help value in the current market later on too. So, the mainnet launch of EOS turned out basically just to be a nightmare. And it's something we're not experiencing in Tron right now with the mainnet launch. So because in EOS, just after a couple of days of its launch, it crashed. That hurt a lot of investors, right? And they froze a lot of accounts, and investors were protesting. There was lots of fights, and basically that made a lot of investors shift over to Tron and Cardano because they have better decentralized and basically safer networks. And basically that's another issue for investors in the EOS network, is what is safer, right? And what is easier. And the investors want to hold their investments. And if you want to hold your investment long term and you didn't want to be part of the voting process, that wasn't going to be possible in EOS, and you were going to face losses. They were basically going to cancel it. They had it in their policy that accounts could be terminated if they remained inactive for like those 3 years, according to that launch. And long-term investors don't like that, right? So they really moved a lot of their investments over to networks like Tron and Cardano, which are far more better suited to personal interests of long-term holders. So that's why people keep reminding you, Tron is a long-term hold, okay? It's not for a quick buck right now. Tron is something that if you believe in the project, it's a good long-term hold. And a lot of these EOS investors are coming over to Tron. So we're not seeing the big pushes in the market because we're in that typical bearish market right now, guys. But in the future, it's good news for the support of the Tron community to have more people coming from other projects. Now, EOS is a great project. If you're involved in EOS, nothing wrong with EOS, guys. I still believe in EOS, so I still have a position in EOS. But, some of those complications really made it take a hit right now. And it's just interesting to compare that to what's happening in Tron right now, how the launch in the mainnet is going very smoothly, okay? That they don't have these dilemmas. So maybe they were more planned for it, and just it goes to show about the Tron community, the team and the developers behind it, they're putting a lot of effort into Tron, okay, into the TRX platform and community. So we know Tron and Cardano running more smoothly, keeping their customers satisfied. If you're into those two coins, you probably are very happy with both projects. You're big believers in both of them. EOS's little hiccups, they happened, but they will rise past those, I'm sure. That project is very interesting as well. But just to shed a little light on Tron, guys, to be very happy if you're a Tron holder about what's happening with the platform right now, the team behind it, compared to EOS, Tron is doing very, very well with the platform launch, and it's not disappointing its investors, because if you are if you're a weekend and you think, oh, I bought at a higher price and now the market's come down, so my TRX is down, and you're kind of pissed off about that, or you're frustrated, it's not a knock on the Tron team or the project. The project, the technology, the future plans are still in place. If you ever believed in them, you should still believe in them, but we just have to weather the storm of the market, okay? And then be able to rebound out of there. So guys, please remember, if you're new to the channel, it's not financial advice. We're just crypto enthusiasts sharing knowledge and opinions about the crypto space, and trying to meet other crypto enthusiasts around the world to get other people's opinions and bounce ideas around. And you always have to do your own research and get financial advice, real legitimate financial advice, before you do any investing with your money, guys. So be very smart with your money, which also leads me to my crypto safety tip for anyone new, because I always hope I can reach one person, because there's too many nightmare stories out there, guys. If you've been in crypto enough, you can back me up on this. You've already done this, and you probably have friends who you're telling to do this. If you're new to crypto, guys, get yourself a hardware wallet. It's a very good investment. It's a small investment to make to protect all the money you've already invested, because we've lost over $1 billion from hacks on computers and exchanges and lost wallets on computers that won't start anymore. So if you're going to get a hardware wallet, you got to get it from a company so it's not tampered with, and this will help you keep all of your crypto investments safe and secure for your family. That's what long-term crypto enthusiasts are doing. Most of them, hopefully all of them, but most of them have their crypto tucked away very safely on a hardware wallet, guys, okay? And that's going to protect you and your family, and your crypto won't be at risk. So don't leave it at risk on exchanges or computers anymore, guys. It only takes 1 minute and it's gone. And if you're interested in one, there's a link in the description below. Go check it out, guys. Click on the link and go check it out. Learn more about it, and you'll see one of the best and most popular hardware wallets on the market. So, guys, I'm sure all crypto enthusiasts, please back me up on this to any newbies out there, because we want everyone in the community to be safe. We want this market to be safer, less volatile. We need to be smart and be safe, and we have to protect our crypto. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good night. I hope you're watching some of the World Cup games, and I hope you're happy with the result. I hope your teams are doing good. Let me know in the comments below who you're cheering for and where you are around the world, and maybe we can match up sometimes here and get some banter going in the comments if some of these teams are meeting. Some of our favorite teams are meeting up in the next couple of days. I know there was some great games the last couple of days I really enjoyed with my friends, so I hope you're getting out there to do that too, keeping your eyes off of the market so you're not stressing yourself out in these bearish times, but putting, right guys, putting a little bit of time in checking those prices, because you're finding, I think I'm hearing from a lot of you, you're finding really good buying opportunities in there. So either way, guys, I hope you're doing great today. Thanks for watching the video. Please give it a like if you could. You always help us out a lot by doing that. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video, and you can join our community. And we're going to start on this channel, guys. We're going to start doing some more fun things for you guys, like giveaways and things like that, to make it a little more fun and interesting, and to reward some people and get some cash into people's hands there so they can get into some more of these projects that we're all sharing with each other and talking about, and maybe pick up a little bit of a position in those guys. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.